So we're gonna cut up some bodies. This game came out in April.
Office of the Medical Examiner, Pete'sville. Dr. Jack Hammond is speaking. How can I help you?
Good evening, this is Kate Brooks. I'm not sure if you remember me. A few weeks ago, we talked about an article I'm working on. It's about your wife. I dropped by last Friday to speak to you, but you weren't working at the time. I asked the security guard to pass on a note for me. I would like us to discuss the topic of...
I thought I had made it painfully obvious. For the last time. No! Please don't call me again and stop inquiring about my wife. Damn journalists. They don't let me work. God damn it.
What happened to his wife that
I'm not in the best frame of mind to record a lecture for my students now.
journalists are calling him multiple times?
Completely broken. Where did I leave my meds this time?
Our meds. Check the bathroom for your pills. Now, you know, we don't know where the pill thing is going. We don't know what he means by meds, but this feels really slow. There is a trend in games, any media, that often deals with paranormal or horror or any sort of, you know, mental or emotional illness. I lost my train of thought. What I'm trying to say is they mention pills and it's like, ooh, what's going on with this character? They have to take meds. As though everyone and their mother's dog isn't taking some sort of med. Big text so I can see. So it's usually like a yellow flag. It's just tired. And as someone who deals with mental illness and takes a pill, it's kind of tiring. Look sensitivity, I think. Let's up that a little. That's okay for now, I think. What we got going on the desk?
Stephen didn't clean up after himself. Again.
Oh, so we're not the smoker. Centrifuge params. Hi, this is Kate Brooks, a reporter for the New Orleans Weekly, so we're in New Orleans. I couldn't find you at home. I'm starting to suspect you are avoiding me, Mr. What's our name? I can't read that. Hanman? Herman? Anyway, as you know, we'd like to write an article commemorating your wife's achievements. We would be delighted to talk to you about it. Along with this note, I'm also leaving my business ID card. I hope to find you at home or at the office. Regards, K. Brooks. Now, I'm not a reporter or a journalist, but this seems a little unprofessional. She's pushing really hard to write a memorial, basically. Memoria in, I don't know. Oh, well. Hanman.
They definitely pay me too little for this.
Okay.
You won't be needed for the next few months.
Why? Oh, because
Wednesday.
it's November.
It's not my favorite day, although it's certainly better than Monday.
When I worked in an office, every single Wednesday, I thought it was Thursday. I don't know why. Every single Wednesday, I would be like, oh, it's Thursday. Tomorrow's the last day of the week. No, it was Wednesday.
Awful. It would be good to finally repair the coffee machine. I guess it was in another life.
Oh, you can... Okay. Right, what's going on outside? Oh, can I... Oh. Can I open it back up? No? I can't open it again? No. Doesn't look very interesting. Now, I watched Gab play some Autopsy game a while ago. Or I watched a video of her recording of it. I don't know when the game came out. It had like a horror element to it. I don't know if this is like a prequel to that or if it's related at all. It sounds similar, but I could be completely wrong. Hello? Okay. How to break out of this vicious cycle. Newspaper?
Another kidnapping this month.
Okay, let me double check the settings. No invert. Nudity sensor? Well, I guess I should have that on for stream. Although I think there's a rule that if like it's a part of the game, you don't need to censor it, as long as you're not like focusing on it the whole time. Do I want to turn up the cursor sensitivity a little? Put this at like 7. Motion blur low. Where are we going? The bathroom? The bathroom. Where's the bathroom? Is this the bathroom? Yes. Ew. Dirty. What the fuck? Take the trash out. And why is there toilet paper just on the floor? That's not where you keep toilet paper. Not in a... I guess it's not a public place, but... What the... My guy. The mirror's broken? Alright, what are we taking?
Okay, time to pull myself together.
2 big-ass red pills.
And get back to work.
Just
I need to
raw dogging those
first.
dry. Yeah. What are they? Okay. Brush. Okay. Feels a little, I don't know, clunky. Is that toothpaste? What do we have toothpaste do? Hello? Out of order. Is it dark? Is it a little dark? I don't think I even have a lighting setting. Gamma. Just a little. I don't know. Did that help? Storage room. Lab. The whole lab is out of order. The social room is out of order. What? I mean, this room's a shithole too, but it is storage. What the hell is this? Gas? You don't just keep canisters of gas in the storage room. You're not supposed to do that. Jesus. We were painting. Is that a vape? Or a flashlight?
I don't see any need to mess with the electrics. They are flaky enough as it is.
Okay. Get our camera.
Now remember, Jack, don't forget, hit the record button this time.
Where's the dissecting room? That's the exit. Little art on the walls?
Hopefully the new tripod is going to hold up. Now, I just have to get everything in frame.
How do I... Oh. Right over there.
This should be fine.
Perfect.
November 20th, 1991. Time, 8:43 p.m. Recording for medical students from the University of Missouri. This autopsy is conducted by Jack Hanman. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the autopsy room. Today, you will have the dubious pleasure of following a full autopsy, step by step. For those of you who have already performed your first autopsy, this will refresh your basic knowledge. In turn, for those whose knowledge is only theoretical, I advise not to watch this after a meal. Let's start.
Tell students what is important in this profession. Well, PPE.
Always wear an apron, mask, and gloves. Goggles are a must when the job is splashy. And in case of sharp accidents...
Shouldn't you wear goggles anyway?
It's worth having disinfectants at hand. It's true that you won't get ptomaine poisoning straight away, but if your liver or kidney aren't doing well, you may end up with diarrhea. The cadaver is placed on its back on the autopsy table. The pathologist stands on the right of the deceased. Make sure that all the necessary tools are always at hand so that you don't have to run around looking for something, like I do all the time. In the process of revealing and securing forensic evidence, it is difficult not to interfere with the original condition of the deceased. Written and photographic documentation plays a vital role throughout the entire examination process. During your research, be patient, inquisitive, but above all, attentive to detail. Many entries are visible at first glance, but sometimes they can be cover for more interesting stories. And lastly, remember that nothing teaches you self-narration like working with the dead. So get used to that fact soon. Everyone will think you're talking to yourself.
A friend of mine, when they were doing their undergrad, I think, they did an internship with...
Now, onto the police folder. That will contain all sorts of pertinent information as to who the deceased might be and what potentially happened to them. So, let's take a closer look, shall we?
She did an internship with a medical examiner. And one thing he told her, I don't remember, was that often suicides are initially investigated as homicides because there will be multiple gunshot wounds in the instances where they used a gun and there's multiple gunshot wounds. Because when people sometimes try to shoot themselves, they mess up the first shot and they have to shoot themselves again, which is a very morbid, not so fun fact to share with y'all, but it's given the game, it sprung into my mind. Don't do that, by the way. Any other choice is better. Okay, the police evidence file.
The deceased was found on the outskirts of a parking lot at a gas station, where he often begged and persistently offered drivers to wash their car windows.
So perhaps homeless?
The body was noticed by a station employee during the morning shift. Initially, he thought that someone had thrown some boots and a coat in a nearby ditch. It took him a moment to recognize the pile of clothes as the body of a man. He worked most of his life at the local port dealing with unloaded cargo, He was fired for being drunk and starting fights. His son runs a hardware store on his own. His wife left him years ago. They both had no contact with the deceased. Signs of libation were found around the body. Empty bottles, traces of an inept
Signs
attempt to
of
start a
libation.
fire, and a scattered makeshift blanket.
AKA liquor bottles.
The deceased's name is Tobias Chambers, locally known as Old Toby. Homeless and unemployed for at least a couple of years. That's it. It's worth remembering the context around the scene of a death. This allows you to better interpret any traces found on the body. I shouldn't start the procedure without gloves.
Gloves. Gloves. Gloves. Where is our PPE? Oh. Not in a box, just casually sitting on this gurney.
Now it's our turn to take some pictures for our files. If I can just remember where I left the camera. It's in here somewhere.
Camera. Donuts. We got stuff to look at? Interesting hat.
Some of my previous cases. A reminder
Dude.
of more prosperous times.
Why would you keep all this? Like up just on the billboard.
I wasn't sure it would amount to anything, but the World Wide Web has been a blessing for speeding up my work.
Little radio? No? Okay. Oh, here's the box of gloves. But we'll use the ones that have already been, contaminated. Okay. Camera. Seems like something, what's it say? Out of order. That you should know where it is. Not a great example for your students. Oh. The game literally tells me where it is if I just look at the top right of the screen.
There you are. I knew it was here somewhere. Has it?
Hold on. I'm going to turn off motion blur. Motion blur altogether.
Mentioned at the beginning, before we begin the internal examination, we need to document the cadaver and the condition it arrived in. We begin with a full body photo. Try and stick to the top-down rule, but this is not always possible. Let's keep in mind it's all about the legibility, not the perfect frame.
Well, how do we... Can I stand somewhere? Like on something to get a good full body photo? Do I go down here? No, can't. Okay, no, I can't take it from here.
Voila, now we move on to the next step, looking for traces. Take your time. Look at the corpse from different sides, from different angles, up close, and from a distance. You're looking for anything out of the ordinary.
Find markers on the body to photograph. I mean, these all look like markers. Why can't... Oh, I have to zoom in.
A boiler-healed wound. Looks old. I'll take a closer look later.
This is not a mark worthy taking a photo of? Are you kidding me?
Some wounds on the feet and signs of frostbite, probably because the subject's shoes were too small.
Okay. I just feel like the wounds on the knees are worth taking a photo of. Fingers? Too far?
Hardened hands, worn out by physical work, and frostbite?
Contusion?
That's something interesting. It will be necessary to check whether this injury was severe enough to cause damage to the brain. In a moment, we will check which of our initial observations will be worthy of further consideration. But before we get to that, I need to write down some basic data.
Head! 3 exclamation points. Feet. Stomach, old wound. General. What about here? Oh, hands. Perform the autopsy. What do we do now? Okay. Just perform the autopsy. No further instruction than that. Okay.
A considerable collection. Seems to be set up and ready to go.
Okay.
Scalpel, scissors, syringe, magnifying glass, knife. I guess I forgot to clean the knife.
What? You forgot to clean the knife? Who the fuck is this guy? Oh my god. Look at that shit. I don't even have words. Okay, so how do I perform the autopsy?
Personal information. The deceased was unclothed. Date. Okay, as you can see, I note everything down on previously prepared forms. Every pathologist must keep a detailed record of every step of the autopsy. This not only allows you to track the procedure, but also collates the results together, upon which you may back up your conclusions. So, enough of the boring prep. Let's begin by taking a closer look at the spots I photographed earlier. For this, you're going to need a magnifying glass.
What the fuck? Oh, tools. Magnifier.
Which spot first?
Well, the head, obviously.
I can confirm the presence of ecchymosis on the deceased man's head. The appearance indicates the intravital nature of the wound. Add alcohol, which I can clearly smell. And this was an accident just waiting to happen.
How fresh is the body if you can still smell the alcohol?
Here we can see frostbite on the fingertips. We can tell by the characteristic skin color.
Toesies?
Definitely a painful mix of frostbite, abrasions, and blisters. Old Toby had been wearing shoes too small for him for a very long time. That's if he wore any at all. It looks like a burn mark, no doubt painful, but it's not pertinent for this case. So far, there are a lot of superficial wounds, but only one serious injury to the head. Let's go back to our notes.
On the clipboard mannequin. Oh, do I have to... Oh, clipboard.
First,
Clipboard.
I marked the location of the entries and making the head wound. Definitely an important clue. This is something we'll investigate first. We're not in frost season yet, but high humidity, wind, and the inability to warm up can also be causes of frostbite. If Toby's body was cold for a prolonged period, the frostbite could have resulted from the body's defense reaction. The safety of the internal organs is more important than fingers, nose, or ears. Even though this type of wound didn't contribute to the deceased's death, we're still required to record it. As you can see, we don't have much to go on. Let's write down what preliminary causes of death we can think of. Various types of accidents are a common cause of death among the homeless and the elderly. Perhaps old Toby slipped and accidentally hit his head.
It's a weird place to accidentally hit your head.
Considering the conditions in which he slept, his body may have become hypothermic. The nights have been particularly nasty lately. We will check if there are any signs of freezing internally. This is of no interest to us. Since the deceased clearly smelled of alcohol, I'll add alcohol poisoning to our list. We still have one thing left from the basics: rigor mortis. Well, we take our deceased by the hand, gradually re-raise it.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Now let it go.
Oh.
As you can see, the hand falls loose. What's the conclusion? Death must have occurred more than 72 hours ago. The police information appears correct.
Okay.
Head trauma seems the most promising, so we'll start there. For this, I need an oscillating saw.
Select the skull. Tools. Saw.
The cut is made from ear to ear.
Oh.
After which, we remove
Okay.
the skin and the top of the skull. After the basic examination, we can see that the brain's cerebral gyri in both hemispheres are symmetric.
It jiggles.
Brain looks good. Let's take a cross-section.
Ah. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
Some pathologists prefer to examine organs without removing them. However, for me, it's much more convenient to examine them on a board, which we'll do now.
Why are we all blurry?
My head. Oh, I can't think straight. Pills. Where are my pills?
What? My God. First of all, why don't you keep your pills with you if you have to take them this often? And now, okay, so we've taken pills. We're wearing the gloves that we've been using to examine the body and remove the brain, and we've kept them on, and we put pills in them, and then put the pills in our mouth. What the fuck? Not a fan.
Holding a long, narrow blade knife in the dominant hand, we slowly cut the cranial nerves on both sides, all the time pulling the brain towards us. So far, so good.
Okay.
The hematoma seems to have had no effect on the brain.
Returning to the autopsy.
We can rule the fatal accident out as well. Brain is in good condition, so we have no choice but to proceed to the internal examination of the other organs. I grab a scalpel from my kit. The incision should be in the shape of a letter Y. We use a deep cut to reach all the way to the ribs and to penetrate the abdominal wall.
What? Is that not a good enough cut? The okay. Around the belly button.
All right. Now we peel back and separate the skin. Now, we need to remove the ribs. We'll need loppers for this.
Loppers.
Quite a satisfying crunch, for some anyway. After
Dude.
removing the cartilage tissue, we instantly notice two things. Firstly, there is no congestion of the internal organs. This means that although the deceased was hypothermic, it didn't kill him. Secondly, the deceased smoked like a chimney. So, we should take a closer look at those lungs. You can see widespread black and tarry deposits caused by smoking cigarettes. Despite the tragic condition of the lungs, they are not the cause of death. Alice smoked too. It didn't kill her, but...
Dude.
What was I talking about? Lungs. Yes. Advanced inflammation.
Mark the damage to the... Oh. Helps if I actually look at what the game is telling me to do.
What now?
Select the syringe.
Now's a good time to kill specifically 3. From the eye, the heart, and the bladder. I'm interested to see the concentration of vitreous humor analysis is very useful in indicating long-term alcohol abuse. 5 milliliters from the left ventricle should do it. Now from the bladder, we draw about 10 milliliters of fluid. Now we take our samples to the centrifuge, but before I do that, I need to find my notebook. My dyscalculia means that I always double-check the settings. Please excuse me while I run and fetch it.
Why? Why do you not have this in there with you before we start the autopsy? Crazy.
This whole thing is covered in stains. I should check this out under the microscope sometime. Let's get back to the examination.
Where's the centrifuge? Here?
We put all of the samples into the rotor.
1, 2, 3.
Now, we set the appropriate time and speed.
Notes. Presence of alcohol in the blood. Time 15 minutes. Speed 70%. Pipette 5 milliliters. How do I? Speed
Let's roll. My own but trusted centrifuge. Ideal for all the fluid tests I need to perform during an autopsy. Oh shit. The fuses again. Where were we? Oh yes. The blood alcohol concentration.
Okay.
Let's see what we've got here. Everything's separated as it should. Our lab is closed until tomorrow after the last, incident. However, considering that Toby's favorite eau de parfum appears to be ethanol, I'm guessing the results won't surprise me at all.
How do you know it's ethanol?
Let's go further. We will now focus on the cardiovascular system, specifically the heart. We remove the organ and examine it closely. We look for dark hypoxic areas, clots, or other elements that stand out as abnormal. At first glance, the heart looks fine. The pulmonary trunk and aorta seem to be in good condition. There are no pathological changes that would have contributed to Toby's death.
Sorry, I gotta ban somebody. Okay.
Now let's take a closer look at the stomach. Size is normal, healthy, pink color, and as expected, the stomach has no major external damage. We must now cut it
wobbles
open
too.
and inspect inside. We will do it carefully so that its contents do not spill out.
Oh.
We open the stomach along the greater curvature, from the heart to the pyloric end. Oh, I already feel like there's something left inside.
What happens if you go outside the lines? Do you fuck up? I'm being very slow because I don't. Ooh, close to the line. Oh, is this the knife that we didn't wash? God, this guy's a fucking mess.
Okay, large amount of gas, small amounts of yellow, grayish food content, resembling some kind of meat. Either our deceased hadn't eaten in days, or the bulk of his stomach had already found a way out. Looks like I'll have to find the missing contents. There are two ways here. One is obvious, and the other is... It couldn't have been suffocation, could it? I'll add this to the list and move on to the deceased's neck. At first glance, the trachea looks normal.
Honestly, so far the best part about the game is the jiggle physics on the
Same
body
result
parts.
as with the stomach. The
That's
external
kind of
inspection
morbid,
doesn't tell
but
us anything. This time
it's
we'll cut out the
entertaining.
tray.
What am I doing?
While cutting such a small organ as the trachea, we must make a precise incision. To be able to cut with the very tip of the blade, we must hold the scalpel as we would a pen. And after careful examination and deduction, we've got it. A clogged trachea. It's time to
Choked.
summarize the whole thing. Based on
Wouldn't
the
he be,
reported
like,
preliminary documentation, it's safe to assume that the deceased passed out after consumption of alcohol and then fell asleep on his back.
Oh, he's blocked by vomit. Ugh.
Then, the gastric contents refluxed and flooded the airways, causing death. That's why we don't forget about the recovery position at dorm parties.
The deceased probably fell asleep or fainted after drinking a large amount of alcohol. Its concentration suppressed signals in the brain that control the gag reflex, leading to choking. Is that accident? Or is that natural?
And now it's all clear. The death was suffocation. Now, the mystery is solved. But for us, this is not the end. First, the dead body needs to be cleaned up.
Oh my god. Whee! Here's our signature.
For this, we will need to close the body and grab the needle. First, we unroll the skin flaps.
Do we not put the organs back in? Okay.
And then, we sew the deceased back up.
Yep.
I'm using the baseball stitch technique. This stitching method is very strong and quick to do.
Oh, we missed a spot.
Beautiful. Now we say goodbye to the deceased and put them safely in the fridge, ready for the next stage of their journey.
I thought it was going to have me like pick him up and carry him to the fridge.
God, I'm tired. I'll drop these samples off at the lab on the way to the bar.
Dude. If you're tired, go home and go to
Well,
bed.
Stephen, I don't feel like drinking alone today.
Hello? Oh, I'm supposed to be doing something other than drinking my coffee. Is this going to be our wife? Oh. I don't know why that surprised me. Nothing interesting in here, just a good old-fashioned skull. Oh, hello? Are you gonna open? No? I'm not doing that. It's a cutscene now. Being buried by skulls. And that's why you shouldn't go to the bar after performing an autopsy.
Forgive me. What?
A bowl of spaghetti on the floor?
Fuck.
You sleeping in your shoes?
I should take my pills.
Guy is not doing okay. This is not the bathroom. Okay, what is this?
So much light everywhere.
Where's the fucking bathroom? Is this it? Yeah.
It's a shame this won't help with my hangover.
Well, take something for your hangover then.
The fucking phone. Okay. I know I'm late. I'll be there soon. It's not like the dead are impatient.
Jack, no.
Alice?
Uh-oh.
Who is this?
It's Charlotte Graves.
Oh. God, I'm sorry. I didn't recognize you. I thought it was work calling.
It's okay. I hate it when work calls me at home, too. How is everything? We haven't talked since... you know.
It's the 90s
Well, there are good days.
with this phone.
And there are bad days. What can I say? At least I can hide away at work.
Well, you always were the most comfortable in the dissecting room. Listen, I have an unusual request.
Okay. How can I help?
Get a
It's
wriggle
nothing
on.
serious. I just wanted to ask, do you have any pictures of Alice? Maybe one where the two of us are together? I'd love to have something to remind me of her.
I guess. I'm not sure. I'll look through her things.
Thank you. I'm sorry to trouble you with this. All this can't be easy for you.
I'll get through it somehow.
So, like the
I've been
pill thing.
needing to sort through her stuff
What
for
are
a
the
while.
pills?
Have you asked
Like, I know the
Stephen
game's
for
just a
anything?
device
Yes, I spoke
to, like,
with him this
make
morning.
things a little
He said he gave everything to their mother and that I should ask you.
I see.
more unclear. It makes him more of an unreliable narrator, and it's meant to indicate whether he's struggling with
That you
something.
cope
But, like,
somehow. Stephen's there for you.
what are the pills for?
Well, we all know how he can be. But, I mean, if you wanted to reminisce about Alice, talk.
This is a long conversation.
I should go now. I overslept. I'm late for work, and I still have some errands to run on the way.
Oh. Okay, sure. Sorry to keep you.
I'll look for something and send it over. Thanks for the call, and bye.
Oh, do you have my address?
Not on hand. You'd best remind me again.
292 Browning Lane, apartment 432, Johnson City, New York, 13790.
Are we
Got
supposed
it.
to remember
Thanks.
this?
Thank you. It would mean a lot to me. Just miss her so much.
Yeah, me too. And that's okay. Really, no problem.
Thank you. Take care, Jack.
You too, Charlotte. It was nice to hear you. Well, that was a bit unexpected. I should probably find something to send. Menu for today.
Oh,
Dinner in town and
I wanted to
takeaway
look at the
coffee.
pizza. Leftover pizza's good. Can we? Okay. Put the milk in the fridge, my guy. What?
The remnants of last night's binge with Stephen. I'm not sure if it's still edible.
A lot of pizza. Now, these are probably empty boxes. Like, I'm being judgy. I know he's struggling. I've been operating below my baseline mental health for the past month, so, like, I get it, but also, like, you gotta wash the knives, my guy. You can't. And don't take pills from gloves that have handled brains. So we look at all the photos.
They certainly have more will to live than I do.
Oh, these are, I can't remember what they're called, but they're pretty hardy. Oh, are we supposed to be looking for a photo? Yeah. Hero Smith.
I'm not in the mood for music lately.
Spanish. What's this one? Beautiful Death. Aren't you dead yet? those? Oh. On the downside, you're getting old. On the plus side, unlike me, you won't start going bald. Happy birthday, my dear sis, Stephen. Oh, Stephen is his brother-in-law. Oh. Is that a ghost?
Some days, I just feel like setting fire to all this paperwork. I'm fed up with it.
Some drawings. Oh.
An indispensable element of every office. I should really try and read a few of these.
Couple of duplicates on the shelf. I didn't even eat any. That looks like good spaghetti.
Time flies, and probably doesn't have to get up to work. Alice and Charlotte in Amsterdam.
Summer 1975.
It would be better if Charlotte had this. It deserves to be on display, and not hidden in a drawer.
11/25/76. So it's the 80s. How long ago did she die? Within the year, I assume?
It's been almost a year.
Oh, there you go. Anything else in here? Can you find an envelope? Is there one on the desk? Here we go.
Okay, time to go to work. I'm seriously late.
Looks like there's no one. Did we look at this one? There's no. You don't work with anybody. So, like. This place is a dump, too. Like, who? Okay.
I should grab some coffee and aspirin on the way.
Do not keep canisters of gas inside. What the fuck?
Alice used to joke that smoking near plants made cigarettes less harmful.
What are you paying for rent, dude? Can we take this? It better be low. Floor. I like that. Graffiti is not a vandalism. What? Why? Who has a microwave out there? What is this place? The trash? What is... Where's the mailbox?
Standard correspondence consisting of bills, advertising
Ulysses S.
leaflets,
Grant.
and pious reminders.
Nat
about the
Awake,
upcoming
Pauline
war.
Drummer, Albert Stomach, Agatha Martin, Justin Polofsky, T. Birch, Simon Redwolf, Charles Hurried, Yuri Bulba, Catherine Rue, Michael Bones, Alice Mushroomer, Pablo Cossack, Michael Thomas Davidson, Jacob Orphan. Out of service.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Maybe they'll finally fix that door.
Well, I'm at the mailbox. What? Where do you want me to... I'm at the mailbox. I can see it. What the hell?
Standard correspondence consisting of bills, advertising leaflets, and
What?
pious reminders about the upcoming end of the world.
We're not on here. How come we're not on here? Why can't I post the letter? Down here? Oh, what? It's behind a gate? That's chained?
I hope this helps, Charlotte.
This isn't gonna go out.
All done here. Time to go.
What was that? Which car's ours? This one?
Ugh, damn. I forgot my jacket. Well. I'll
Oh.
brave it for tonight.
Make me
Too
dizzy.
bad. Nice and fresh. At least it's peaceful here.
What fucking time is it?
Good evening, Mr. Ridley.
What? Do we work at night? Who's Mr. Ridley?
Has Stephen delivered the body?
Mm-hmm.
Did
Oh.
he leave it where he usually does?
Uh-huh.
As always, it's a real pleasure talking to you.
If you say so.
We have to sign. It says remember to sign. Oh, okay, I guess we're not signing. Please return the key to basement. Service. Hanman, if you leave the autopsy mess again and go home, I'll put it all in your car. Please use the bell only once and wait patiently.
Some corpses have more personality than this guy. Christ. Who leaves the window open in the middle of November? So I better check the answering machine.
But it's Louisiana. It can't be that cold.
Hi, Jack. I dropped by a little
Cupcake?
early today. I left the body with Ridley in the corridor. He wasn't sitting in the locker then, so maybe he'll even throw him into the room. Well,
What is this
how
place?
are you doing? Yeah, I mean, it's your first birthday without her, and... This, I still have a hangover, and you know me, I run to the John like the neighbor's fucking dog. You know, today I slipped on his shit again. That fucking furball. He always has to shit next to my car. Anyway, I can't come over in the evening, but we'll catch up on the weekend, okay? Bye. I almost forgot. Charlotte called me this morning. She asked about you, so answer your calls, Jack.
I
This time it's
talked
not
to
a
her.
reprimand for being late.
Is this cup with the red lid
That's par for the
a
course.
urine sample
I wonder
cup?
when this clown will learn to look under his feet. Birthday. I actually forgot it was today.
Can I
Alice
eat it?
Make me muffins like these every birthday.
Muffins, they're cupcakes. It's a cupcake.
Okay, joke's
What
over.
is this?
Apron, gloves, and get to work. Due to a lack of preparation, This time, the lecture will be...
Oh, this is all the same. Alright, well, we don't want to need to leave the light on. Okay. Apron. Gloves, once again, just sitting on the gurney.
A batch of these. I've got to remember to do that later. Oh, man. I remember you. You were
What?
on that talent show. What was your name again? Steven laughs at me for recording everything. He says I have a bigger collection of stuff like this than most of the creeps he's caught. November 21st, 1991. Time,
Is Steven a
9:13
cop?
p.m. The autopsy is conducted by Jack Hanman. Lecture for the Medical University of Missouri. After yesterday's lecture, you should already know the ins and outs, so today we'll be consolidating our knowledge. So, where do I start? That's right, release folder. Ah, yes, Samantha Barker. Now remember, there's probably going to be a lot of chatter about this. Found in her own apartment by police patrol. Officers were called by a concerned friend of the deceased, who had been unable to contact Barker for several days.
Found in the armchair? It's her apartment. She got a 2-bedroom. So is that the door? What is that? Why are there doors there? Or is that like a balcony? Oh, so there's a front, you come into the living room, there's a bedroom with an ensuite. Oh no, there's not an ensuite. Bedroom, a full bath, 2 full baths, kitchen. Oh, that's the bedroom with the ensuite. That's a big ensuite. Washer dryer hookups. Nice patio. Storage on the patio.
During the interrogation, a friend of the deceased admitted that Samantha never got to grips with the sudden fame that came after winning such a high-profile talent show.
In our lived experience, winning a talent show doesn't really get you very far. Like everyone who's won, like American Idol, like most of them don't do anything, really. I think it's the like runner-ups or like the top 3 who usually end up doing something.
The deceased was found in her own apartment in a semi-recumbent position on an armchair.
I mean, I don't know a lot about that. I'm sure they have like some deal to do like one album and that's it. I don't know.
After her first album became a
Phenobarbital?
commercial success, she was hit with a creative drought. She suffered panic attacks and severe sleep problems. Drugs and medication came into play. When questioned, friends admitted that Samantha's last days before losing contact seemed extremely happy and relaxed. She also quit drinking alcohol and mentioned something about rehab. The friend also admits that there was no indication of an impending tragedy. Well, let's see what settled this matter.
I
As you
have
can see, the body is fully
read
clothed. Therefore,
or seen
before we move on to photographic documentation,
sometimes
we
when
must remove the
people
clothes. This time, we don't have to focus on the clothes too much. However, there are cases where a clothing analysis can lead to the cause of death.
sometimes people who've been like really depressed and suicidal for a long time, when they make the choice to kill themselves, they can seem better to the people around them. They suddenly seem happier and like more lighthearted. And I guess the reason for that is because they've made a decision and their problems are going to be over. That's not true, but I don't know. It's a thing. Photo.
Okay, now we can continue with the examination. Again, begin by taking photographs of the cadaver. I guarantee that over time it will cease being embarrassing for you. First, we photograph the whole body. And now...
It's not really the whole body if the
suspiciously
feet aren't in it.
wounds. Yes, I've seen this times.
What? The neck?
Interesting. Very uneven. We need to investigate this.
On the arms? Shoulder? Up here on the chest? Abdominal wound.
You don't get such bruises from a normal contusion.
One more. Anything on the head? Feet? Legs? Why they all got such weird ass knees? What? That looks like something. We already did that. What else? Here? Feet again?
Well, there's even more here.
I don't like the way he talks.
A few we will need to look into here.
Okay.
Notes prepared. Time to take a closer look.
The neck. The neck? Oh, magnifying glass, that's right.
Some furrows have imprinted more strongly, others less, as if someone was undecided. The number of bruises suggests that there may have been some kind of tussle. Such bruises are caused by either a very heavy blow or by some internal issues. And here's something interesting. The skin of the deceased is covered with numerous blisters. Some of them are ruptured. Others still contain fluid residue.
The feet?
More numerous blisters. We have some leads to investigate here. Let's write this down.
You got the neck.
Given the condition of the deceased, it's difficult to tell immediately whether
And
the
the shoulder.
bruises were the result of a struggle or perhaps the result of iron deficiency. Currently, it's difficult to say whether the bruises were the result of a beating or whether it could be some kind of internal bleeding. In general, such blisters usually appear in the case of mechanical abrasions, but due to the place of occurrence, although it's easier to have abrasions on your feet, but the number and size of the blisters suggests that it's probably a matter of barbiturate poisoning.
Barbiturates.
A severed spinal cord, trauma to the larynx, or trachea will verify whether the hanging was the final nail in Miss Barker's coffin. I'll add barbiturates to the list of necessary tests. After examining the organs, we can easily verify whether there was internal bleeding or whether the deceased was suffering from something. Examination with a UV lamp will dispel some doubts, potentially to be checked in the lab later. Given the testimony of the victim's friend, I add alcohol poisoning to the list of potential causes of Miss Barker's death. A blood test will no doubt quickly verify that hypothesis. But first I'll check for external traces. For this we use the good old UV lamp.
UV lamp.
I look carefully at the whole body. UV rays will reveal any traces. The area around the head is empty. Torso. Empty without.
Like, what the hell is
marks.
going on with her elbows?
Right hand clean. Legs, There's nothing here. The left hand seems to be fine. No marks. Well, nothing to surprise us here. Now gently, we take the deceased by the hand.
Alright, rigor mortis check.
And we check for rigor mortis.
What? Whoops. What did I do? Go up. What the fuck? What am I doing wrong? What? What is... What am I doing? Okay, okay. Okay, I got it now. I forgot which thing I was moving.
Again, the hand falls freely. Since we don't have a definitive lead, we will examine all the key organs one by one. So, I'm starting the internal inspection.
Go.
I dissect the skin of the deceased.
Is that not good enough? What? I'm cutting. Oh.
And I proceed to deflect the skin flaps. Compared with yesterday's body, the deceased has only trace amounts of adipose tissue. Now for the ribs.
Adipose. Makes me think of Doctor Who.
What do we have here?
Another smoker.
What don't we have? There is certainly no sign of internal bleeding. Before I disembowel the deceased, I will take samples for toxicological tests to determine the alcohol content in the body. I just need my syringe. Just to be sure, I'm taking samples from 3 organs: the eyeball, the heart, and the bladder. Analysis will rule out, or confirm, alcohol poisoning as the cause of death. I'll transfer these to the centrifuge.
Alright. I don't need the notebook. I know what it is. It's 15 minutes. And,
what was it?
70%.
15, 70? 10, 75? Numbers have never been my strong point. It's
Do we have to take our stupid pills again?
Birthdays and anniversaries. I'm lucky Alice always forgave me.
Okay. He might not remember the centrifuge settings, but I do.
Gently does it with this old thing. Handle with kid gloves. I'm starting the centrifuge. Let's see what results come out. My old but trusted centrifuge. The laboratory is already open, so...
Again?
Fucking hell!
Oh.
Ridley! Mr. Ridley! The fuses need resetting. Where is he? Fuck it. I'll do it myself.
Bro, I can't see anything. How am I supposed to get there? Oh, okay. There we go. What? Mr. Ridley? Is that you?
First the right, and then the left.
Once again, we're wearing the gloves.
And voila. Oh, for fuck's sake. Can't I work in peace? Jack Hanman speaking.
Easy, why so rude?
Steve? Sorry, man.
'Cause I'm
This
working.
place is falling apart, and Ridley won't even lift a finger to help. You just can't work here.
Did the centrifuge strip the fuses again?
Yeah, eventually everything's gonna go up in smoke.
Look on the bright side. It's a free cremation with your autopsy.
Jesus, stop it. That shit pisses me off.
Okay, sorry, Jack. Anyway, I'm calling to ask how the autopsy's going. Soon there'll be journalists sniffing around for info, so best be ready.
I'll whiz through this in a couple of hours. It doesn't look
The
like a
cremation
complicated
is not
case to me.
handled by the
More of
same
a
people who do the
formality.
autopsy.
The report will be available in the morning.
Sounds great. Thanks. Phew. How's your head?
Well, my head seems better than yours. On the way to work.
Holy fuck.
What? What's happening?
Quiet.
A 3-car police convoy was involved in an accident near Pete's Bay Bridge while transporting prisoners to Orleans Parish Prison. At the moment, we do not know the exact number of victims or whether any of the convicts escaped. However, the scale of the accident indicates a large number of victims,
Are we gonna have a
possibly even
bunch of
bigger
bodies?
ones. Police are on their way to investigate the incident and secure the area. We know that the injured prisoners are on death row. The police were to transport them to their execution, which was to take place tomorrow morning.
How many are going to be executed at
Many
once?
of
That's
them
not how that
are
works.
Very dangerous criminals. We will report on the matter on an ongoing basis, so stay tuned with us.
What? What? Steven, was Red Pete one of the passengers? He was, wasn't he? What if he survived?
Jack, I have to go. They want me on site.
What if he survived?
I gotta go. Talk to you later, okay?
So is Red Pete, did he kill
Calm down, Jack.
his wife?
Pills. I need my
I
pills.
just took my pills.
You heard him, Jack. A serious accident. Yes. Nothing's going to happen. Christ. I've got to get back to work.
Okay. The fuck was that? I'm not going in there. The ghost can have it. I got shit to do.
Technical break. At least I know I can pursue a career as a janitor if I need my own but trusted centrifuge. Ideal for all the fluid tests I need to perform during an autopsy.
The horror elements going on?
All right, let's see if we were able to get anything out of this piece of crap. And miraculously, yes, the samples did spin. I'll transfer them to the chromograph in the lab.
Does that mean I need to add? Okay. I thought the lab was out of order. Oh, he said tomorrow. Hello. Ghost?
All right, let's load
In
this
the
up.
rack. In the rack. Is this the rack? Yes.
I placed the test tubes in the rack.
Take the pipette and set it to
Now,
draw
just
5
take 5
milliliters.
milliliters from each.
This is...
Precisely.
Oh, there you go. Did I do it?
And the next.
Oh.
5 more.
Okay. Down.
We put the prepared sample
We did
into
it.
the machine.
Enter chromatograph.
Let's see what the results indicate that the deceased did consume alcohol shortly before her death. However, this is not an amount that could cause poisoning leading to death.
Can't.
Just slight inebriation.
Amphetamines. Analysis. Cannabinoids. Cocaine. Fentanyl. Methadone. Opiates. Oxycodone. Phencyclidine? Oh, positive findings. Glucose, urea, nitrogen, creatinine,
I can return to the body and continue the rest of the examination.
Kitty. Life of my cat. Anything else going on in here? Interesting. Just wasting electricity. Turn that off.
The chromatograph results show that we can eliminate alcohol poisoning from our list of potential causes of death. However, remember that alcohol can affect the functioning of the entire body. It disturbs the heart rhythm, accelerating its rate, and dilutes the blood, which may result in more severe bleeding in the event of an accident. Also remember that alcohol affects the metabolism of drugs in the liver, which I'll now look at in more detail. First, I'll pick up the syringe again.
More samples?
I'll take samples from the liver and the heart to test the concentration of barbiturates in the body. That's enough. I'll do the test later. I'd best not try my luck with the centrifuge right now. Now I remove the liver.
It's jiggling.
No lesions. However, it is slightly enlarged. Perhaps it's a slight inflammation or drug-induced damage. It may also be the result of the deposition of substances from drugs. Let's check the weight of the organ.
Scale. Scale.
The weight is 1,300 grams. The liver is enlarged. I'll move on to a
Weird.
cross-sectional study. Perhaps the enlargement is the result of early cancerous changes. The blade glides through smoothly. I don't feel like I'm encountering any changes with an unusual structure.
I don't know if I care for this little mini game, but I don't know what I would do
Diagnosis of
instead.
cirrhosis. The liver is actually quite clean inside.
Uh-oh. Dude,
The
are you
liver is
losing it again?
basically healthy. We already know that the deceased didn't abuse alcohol. The question is, what about drugs or... I move on to the heart.
Oh.
At a glance, we can see signs of a heart attack. The deceased
Here.
is definitely too young to have a heart attack due to natural causes. The liver is enlarged, not from alcohol poisoning, and the heart looks like it has collapsed. So, I guess we need to go to the centrifuge and check for these barbiturates.
Hmm.
I wonder how she was able to get hold of these drugs. The last time I saw this kind of poisoning was a few years ago. He was a middle-aged guy. He took his medication and forgot about it. So he took another pill. He forgot again and took another one. And another one. Until he took the last one. That's why it's better to have amnesic drugs in boxes labeled with the days of the week.
I use a pill thing, not...
Doctors tend to prescribe benzodiazepines.
I mean, I take an antidepressant, so whatever.
They're safer, but still shouldn't be combined with alcohol.
And yeah, I only take one pill a day, but I use a box, barbiturates. So is it still this? I guess. Cause, well, one, I have a reminder. 15 and 70. What do you want? Oh, here we go. 10 and 75.
We close the centrifuge and...
I have a reminder on my phone to remind me to take it because I also forget, but sometimes I still won't take it or I won't remember if I took it, and if I can't remember if I took it, I just don't take it. And so, at my therapist genius suggestion, I use a box. So I'll know if I took it or not. If I didn't, it'll be in there. Hello? Can I get them, please? What the fuck? I'm selecting the rotor. I can't get it. There we go. Jeez.
We can take the samples to the lab now.
Okay.
Okay.
For our samples.
2 samples this time. 6
Oh,
milliliters each.
6 milliliters. Down. Push. Release. Damn. Release.
Well, let's see.
Is that how that
much
works?
we find.
They set how much how many milliliters the pipette will collect, so they don't have to like measure exactly how much they're getting. It just will auto do it.
Nothing surprising.
Barbiturates, 330.
Amounts of phenobarbital metabolites of hepatic origin. Looks like I'll have to check the contents of the deceased stomach. The tests showed that the collected blood contained enough barbiturates to cause cardiopulmonary collapse. The question now is whether it was an accident or a deliberate act. I'm proceeding to examine the stomach. Before extraction, I ligate the entire organ to prevent its contents from spilling out. Okay.
I just pulled the thing out of there.
Which will move to the board for dissection.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Alright. Here we go.
Normally, the stomach and intestines are full of surprises.
Really? Surprises? What would surprise you? Ah!
But not this time. We see remnants
Pills.
of undigested food and a dense mass of pills. You don't take this many drugs by accident. Length and width normal. No
What?
obvious pathological changes. Undigested drugs found in the stomach of the deceased. The direct cause of death was probably an overdose.
Who's this?
I'll check the rest of the organs, and then the nervous system. We'll see how significant the marks on the neck are for the whole case.
Lungs, trachea, small intestines. Well, lungs.
Were normal, no lesions. The victim was probably a smoker, but was unlikely to be in any serious danger. The
Trachea?
deceased's trachea is normal. Complete patency. The deceased's intestine is normal. No clear pathological changes. Abdominal cavity checked off. We can check the brain.
Ooh. The
I
saw.
make a cut to open the lid of the victim's
I guess we cut her hair.
remove the brain. Brain is normal. No obvious lesions. All right.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
I need to dissect it on a board.
The brain might have the most satisfying jiggle.
Using a knife, I carefully cut through the brain tissue.
So there's a mode that's like just autopsy mode? Is that like you're just doing body autopsies and trying to figure out? Like, is it the same bodies and you're just doing this without
As expected,
the story?
The deceased's brain is in excellent condition.
Are you
No
still trying to determine
discoloration
cause of
changes
death, or are you
to
just cutting up
marks.
bodies for
There's
funsies?
still the matter of the marks on the neck. They look superficial, but who knows? Maybe the spinal cord has been severed. I need goggles and a saber saw. I think the goggles were in the desk drawer.
Goggles?
Alice.
Uh,
Saw. I need saw. Oh. I know. I probably left it in the basement after its last cleaning.
what? This is a kitchen. Hey, dude.
Mr. Ridley, I need a key to the basement.
It's in the social room.
Why is the key lying at the... never mind. Thank you.
Hey, Hammond. Did you hear about the convoy? Maybe you'll get a chance to relive your glory days and catch Red Beat again, huh?
Let's hope there won't be a need for that.
So was he a cop or did he catch Red Pete through his autopsy?
I get the feeling that searching through this rubbish is more pathogenic than working
What?
with corpses.
Look at these messy ass people. What am I looking for? Key.
Please, may this be the last trip.
Alright, where's the basement? Is this the basement? There's a coffin in there for some reason. What? I don't know. Same report. Okay. Where's the basement? I don't think I saw a door in here, so Is there another door? This is the lab. This is the office. This is the bathroom. This is the storage room. This is the social room. Break room is what it, I think, should be called. Where the fuck's the basement? What? Attendant sheet. Who's Shannon? The hell is this thing? Jack's vacation. Head to the basement. Where is the basement? This is storage. This is the bathroom. This is the office. This is the lab. Where the fuck's the door to the basement? Am I crazy? Am I just missing a whole ass door? Is it outside? Where? I guess it is.
Fuck. Why did the prison convoy have to get into an accident? Jack, take a deep breath. Deep, pleasantly cool breath.
Well, there's a gate here, so it's not over here. What's in the shed? Can we go in the shed? No.
Nearly finished with the autopsy. Then you can go home and rest. I'll take this.
Jesus.
I'll check. Fuck! It's jammed! Doesn't anyone do maintenance around here? Damn it.
Clearly not, based on the state of the building.
Never again. If only.
Why is the spine saw in the basement? This it? Oh.
I forgot this thing was standing here.
I didn't even see it at first.
It would be easier if I put things away properly.
It would be.
Damn student lectures and their fucking props.
Like, why are you keeping a necessary tool in the basement? So that I gotta go out there and get it? Hey, Ridley. You sleeping? Alright.
Sorry for the short interruption. I hope you all took the opportunity to grab some coffee. And now that I have everything I need, I'll move on to revealing the spinal cord.
What is that being censored right there? Oh. I can't see because of my camera. Alright, hold on. I gotta move my camera. Okay. I see. Okay. Time events?
Is removed. Calm down, Jack. Take it easy. Take your pills.
Alright, I guess we'll go take our pills. Okay.
I can see that the spinal cord was not severed. This shows that apart from the marks around the neck, hanging didn't negatively affect the condition of the deceased. Ladies and gentlemen, almost over. Now, to sum up and tidy away the body.
So,
The direct cause of Samantha Barker's death was a heart attack resulting from an overdose of barbiturates.
so given this is the 90s, and we're using an well, not at the time, the old camera, recording straight to VHS. What's he tell the students about the moments in this recording where he's being like, get a hold of yourself, Jack, take your fucking pills. And he has to disappear repeatedly to get pills. What am I doing? Note the main cause of death. I didn't listen to what he said. Possible death causes. Overdose, third party, I guess the pills? Because the spine didn't sever. So...
Traces found on the body suggest that the overdose was a deliberate act, following a failed attempt to hang herself. The autopsy found no evidence or genetic materials indicating that death could have been the result of an attack. Third-party involvement must be excluded.
No evidence of third-party involvement, so suicide.
Autograph, and we can start sewing.
Whee! We draw like a oh. Oh, it won't let me do anymore. I was gonna try to draw a skull.
In the 1950s and 1960s, the use of barbiturates for suicide was actually quite common. I think it was most talked about after the death of Marilyn Monroe. At home, it was a help and comfort. On death row, a farewell to the convicts. Well, that's the way it goes. It isn't the drug, but the dose that makes the poison. Well, we're done for today. Thank you for your attention.
Oh, the whole hand over the body when you're putting it away. It just makes me think that they're just gonna like, whoop, let's just pick it up and carry it.
Tiring day. I can feel those hunger pains coming on. I guess I'll have to pick something up along the way.
You gonna take your frickin' apron off, my dear guy?
Well, do me good.
No, it won't.
Good night, Mr. Ridley. The police will pick up the body and accompanying documentation in the morning.
Sure.
Night, Mr. Ridley. I'm
I guess
taking
there
my
are
apron
actually
with
two
me.
things in this world you can be certain of: death and Ridley's reluctant attitude. All right, maybe three things. My whiskey on the rocks when I get home. So cold. I guess I should have brought my jacket to work.
Bike. Is there someone just standing there?
This block can be quite intimidating when it's so quiet.
Did I make that up? Loud ass elevator. Where? I don't know what floor we live on. I don't know what floor we live on. Well, it's not 4. 3? 2. We didn't need to know. Oh, yes. The fuck? What? What? Okay, so this is not our apartment. Does anyone else live here?
What? What?
I was gonna say, oh yeah, we just left our door
Fuck.
open.
But I locked it. I'm sure of it.
Oh. Samantha was the body we just did.
Who the fuck did this? I don't have anything valuable. Money. They must have stolen the money.
Trinket box. Is that in the bedroom?
Great.
Nicely.
That's all I need.
Thoughtful of them to shut the doors when they were done ransacking a room.
Fuck! Ooh, what if it was Red Pete? Where? I need my pills. I can't get my thoughts together. Christ. Why did the neighbors not report anything?
Are you sure you have neighbors?
Stephen.
It doesn't look like anybody lives here. They even went into the fridge? Oh.
Stephen?
Now, Jack, I told you, I'm going for a drink with you for another night in a row.
That's not why I'm ringing. Although I could do with one. Someone broke into my apartment.
What? Did anyone see anything? Have you called the police yet?
No, I don't think so. Anyway, no one contacted me. As for the police, I'm calling right now, officer.
All right. Do you want me to head around? Look for any trace evidence?
I don't know. No, I guess not. Honestly, I don't have the strength to deal with it right now. I just want to lie down.
Are you sure? Because it's no trouble at all.
I think so.
Well, then why call him?
Sorry, I just wanted to calm down a bit. I don't know. It's probably some stupid joke. Only money was stolen.
Money? From Alice's box? Oh, fuck. Listen, I can come over. I have the key. I'll drop by, do what I need to do, and you go get some sleep.
No, don't trouble yourself. Lately, I've been just so tired and distracted. I don't know.
Just let him come
Maybe
over.
I forgot to close the apartment door on my way to work. If anything else is missing, I'll let you know and call the police.
All right. Just make sure you close it tonight. If you see anything weird tomorrow, let me know. Whoever did this may be watching you.
I don't think anyone is dumb enough to come back.
You're probably right. Take care, Jack. If you need anything, call me.
I promise I will. Thanks, Stephen. Sorry to bother you again. I've just been all over the place lately.
It's not a problem. Good night, Jack.
Good night. I guess I should clean this shit up. Where to start?
Jeez. Well, this is
There
easy.
you go.
This is
To be
easy.
honest, I could leave it like this.
No, you're not. Because you'll never get it put back together again, not with your current mental state.
I'm glad this didn't break.
Where's the top? What? Can I turn this off? Weird. Is it a glass top and we just can't see it? Oh, that's why he said he's glad it didn't break. Oh. Oh, we didn't see this one. My dear Alice, I walk from one place to another. I look out the window. You're still gone. I don't know what else I could do. The phone is silent. The bouquets are dying. I'm sorry. It's been almost 2 weeks without you. I don't know who I am anymore. I'm waiting. I'm sorry. I love you, Jack. P.S. If not for me, at least come back for the plants. I think I overwatered the orchid. Okay, oh, am I stuck? Pick up the couch, dude.
Maybe I could barricade the door with this. I should pack this thing away. I have no interest in DIY. Now I'm sure I won't. Alice's family should really have some of these. That's enough for now. Jeez, I'm exhausted. I'll get the
Go pick up
rest in
this
the
chair. Oh. Mister, I'll get the rest in the morning. That sounds like me, though, honestly.
That's enough. I need to quickly change and finish getting ready.
Change into what? You're literally wearing shoes. You're wearing the same outfit every day. What are we changing into?
I'm gonna be late for work again.
Guess we're gonna wear this jacket?
Got my keys, got my files. Check.
I'm like, what's in here? We got... will you marry me? Oh, it's a coffee cup. Fountain pen. Earrings. Aw, pregnancy test. $1986. Okay, that seems like... Oh, can I assume it saves overnight. So we'll leave it there. We'll continue it on Thursday. I'm not quite sure how long the game is. It can't be that long. So maybe we'll finish it Thursday. If not, then we'll finish it next Monday. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.